Okay, good day, guys. Good day to you all. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. As always, thanks for being here. And as always, gentle reminder to give the channel the strength and give the youth some strength. Smash like button, subscribe to the channel as well. Free and easy ways to support the channel. All right, two things, guys. Firstly, quickly, just an update on Martin Davies. A player that I think has very good potential, very good talent. Martin Davies suffered an injury in a game earlier today. So an injury update on Martin Davies. He did a tweet. Let me read the tweet for you guys. You can do all the work in the gym and on the pitch and still face circumstances completely out of your control. Another torn hamstring and unable to help my team get the win. Recovery starts tomorrow. Right, so Martin Davies for his new club that he's on loan at in Malta, suffered an injury earlier today and unfortunately had to be substituted. We wish Martin Davies all the best on a speedy recovery. This is a player that in recent times on the pitch, where football is concerned, I don't think things have been going all that well for him in recent times, and this would have made things even worse. So we hope that things can really turn around for Martin Davies and he can get back to what he was doing last season and, wishing the player a speedy recovery. All right, talented winger, man. Very good player. Very good winger. All right, so the story at hand now, one that I thought many Reggae Boyz fans would definitely want to see. And, if you guys missed it, just letting you guys know, what is taking place where our Reggae Boyz are across the world. The headline reads, Rangers publication suggests Roofe quit Jamaica. And the headline on the publication reads, Rangers striker should follow Scott Arfie's lead and quit national team. And for those of you who are, and then it says our view, right? So this is the view of the platform or of the publication. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Rangers News, this is indeed a platform that is, a very influential platform when it comes to, information surrounding the Rangers Football Club, right? Big publication that deals specifically with things pertaining to that big club over there in Scotland, and quite a influential publication where matters concerning Rangers are. So I'm gonna read the article for you guys, and this a lot of fans will feel like this is yet another attack on players, to persuade them against representing the Jamaica national team. We have seen quite a bit of it in, well, for those following Jamaica, we have been seeing quite a bit of it for quite some time now, where whether it is clubs or coaches or fans or publications aligned to different clubs, basically expressing dissatisfaction at Reggae Boyz representing their country. All right, let me read the article for you guys quick and fast. Read the headline already. Let me get down to the part that is relevant to us. While Arfield's decision comes after the Rangers star hadn't featured at his own request for a while, Kemar Roofe has only just made his international debut for Jamaica, but it is something that he should seriously consider whether it is worth in the long term. The prospect of a Dream World Cup spot for his adopted homeland is one that is no doubt hard for any player to walk away from, especially with the 2022 edition quickly approaching. But Roofe's injury problems are well documented, and there needs to be a real discussion over whether traveling to the Caribbean to play for the Reggae Boyz is in his best interest. Some harsh rhetoric there coming from Rangers News. With calf injuries, I mean, they're putting it as blunt as possible. With calf injuries a seemingly regular part of life for Roofe, long trips to various CONCACAF countries, as well as the prospect of a winter in Qatar, will have the Rangers medical team sweating every time he's away. Obviously, the chance to go to a World Cup is a huge attraction, and it would be unfair to demand demand. Demand is such a strong word. Unfair to demand Roofe calls it quits right away. But once Jamaica's World Cup dream is over, whether at the finals or otherwise, that would be a sensible time to leave the international scene. Right? For Roofe, steering clear of the niggly injuries that have regularly interrupted his Rangers career so far would be a massive step in the right direction. Retiring from internationals might not be ideal, but it would make a lot of sense for Roofe and possibly even push him on to even better at Ibrox. I don't like that statement. The last statement, push him on to even better at Ibrox. The fact of the matter is, for starters, Kemar Roofe has been struggling with injuries even before, long before he represented Jamaica. Right? This is not a new thing. It's not like that statement to me is implying that the player started having these injury problems when he started representing Jamaica. Like, this is a recent phenomenon, right? Kemar Roofe, it is safe to say that this player is indeed injury prone, right? There's no doubt about it when you look at his record over the last couple of years, right? This player is indeed injury prone, and we even see that it has started to affect the Jamaica national team, right? I mean, he missed the US game the other day because of injury concerns. The last time the Reggae Boyz would have played. So I don't like that statement. You know, this player has been struggling with injuries long before he represented Jamaica. I understand to a certain extent. I understand both sides of the argument. On the one hand, Reggae Boyz fans would be like, yet another attack on another Reggae boy wanting to represent his country. I understand the how people, Reggae Boyz fans, Jamaicans would be hurt and upset by this, right? This is yet another publication, right, bashing a Reggae boy playing for his country. We saw it even earlier, just the other day with Mikel Antonio, with Hammers News, right? And we have seen it. I mean, this is a recurring issue. Players facing backlash from club, from coach, from fans, from publication for representing Jamaica. And it's not just a Jamaica thing, to be fair. There are certain countries you don't see it happening. You know, players who represent certain countries, they don't see the backlash there. But for other countries, and you guys know what I talk about, for other countries, it seems to be a rhetoric, right, against players going to represent these countries. We see it even with the recent African Cup of Nations that is taking place. So, on the one hand, though, with this player, I understand what the publication is saying. This is a player that is indeed struggling with injuries. You know, and I understand how them being, a Rangers publication would be concerned about the player, having more games under his belt. I understand the concern where that is concerned. On the other hand, Reggae Boyz fans want the best players to come and play for us. We want the best players at all times to play for Jamaica and not feel pressured in doing so, feel relaxed and feel comfortable in doing so. My thing is, the players must not be pressured. Let him make that decision on his own, right? And he has made the decision that, look, I want to represent Jamaica. This is my country. I want to play for the country. Allow the player to play for his country. Don't try and pressure him to call it quits with the national team. Allow the player to represent Jamaica, right? If at some point in time he decides to step away, then fine. That's well within his prerogative, and for him to make that decision. But allow him to come to that decision on his own. The player is a grown man, and I'm sure he has enough sense to know what is in his best interest. I understand that clubs, pay a lot of money for players. Rangers themselves paid a couple £1 million for Kemar Roofe, and I understand that fans, it's the battle of the fans, really, and it's the battle of both sides, in terms of both sides have fair points, both sides, have reasonable arguments, right? As to fans of national teams want to see their player represent their national team. Fans of clubs and publications aligned to clubs and all of that stuff. The club themselves don't feel comfortable with these players playing for respective certain countries, unless it is certain countries in certain markets. You guys know what I'm talking about. And then there's the whole accusation of racism as well. It's a deep issue. It's a deep issue, and there are a lot of perspectives to look at it from. But I thought you guys would want to see this, yet another publication, right, openly stepping forward and saying, and basically expressing their dissatisfaction, or basically expressing, that, hey, we don't feel comfortable with this player representing Jamaica in the long term. So I thought you guys, for those who missed it, would have wanted to have seen this particular article. So guys, stay safe, take care. Hit me in the comment section and let me know what you think. Do you understand the arguments put forward against Roofe playing for Jamaica? How you feel about this issue? How you feel about yet another publication, right, putting forward such a stinging attack basically against a player representing Jamaica? Hit me in the comment section and let me know what you think, what you feel. Do you understand the arguments? Do you agree with the arguments being put forward by the publication? So take care, stay safe, guys, and smash like button, subscribe as well if you're new, and until next time.